Okay, hello dear friends, good afternoon. The sun is just here. Such a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. And so I have been staying inside the whole day. So I want to get out, and I bump into such a paradisic place. I am so happy. So let's just have a walk or talk, or just have some quiet time. It will do good for us. So here is the road in front of me, the scene in front of me, and I am very surprised. How do I go to the other side? And when I come here, it's quite a lot of oh, that must go to a person's house or something. Wow, that is good. Okay, it's not important as long as we can have a moment of quietness and just discover something and looking for something new and different. I am just so happy. And these couple of days I have done a few unsolicited advice. It's because sometimes I get friends sending me message asking for doing some advice or something. Anyway, doing some blah blah blah, and the site is called Wisio. So I just sometimes think about those things, and we all have trouble, but if we focus too much on our problem, our trouble, it is not healthy. So what I am thinking right here, right now, at this moment, it's such a beautiful day, bright sunshine, and all is good. Why do we always talk about those sad things, unhappy things? Let's talk about something that makes us happy and transfer our mindset and make sure that we are in a happy mindset. Okay. Behind me there is quite some noise of the. Let's come here. Sometimes, a lot of times, I think there must be sometimes we are overthinking. We are thinking too much. We are contemplating too much on our problems, and we get inside a dark corner, and it's important that we jump out of the corner. Let's just say myself. Today I was at home, and a lot of you have already known that whenever I am at home, there is always some very quite loud sound nearby. So, oh, this is such. Why do we need to talk anything? Let's discover this new place. That is so cool. Must be a school, right? Looks like a school. And this looks like a dentist. Something. Oh, this must be a school. Wow. Wow. And this is a dentist. Something. Room. Oh, yeah. Elementary school must be. That's pretty interesting. And it's always fun to to discover something and find something interesting. Don't you think so? It makes me so happy. So there are friends asking, what about our children do not understand us, do not understand how much we love them. We are different generation. It is hard to put our idea, to enforce our idea into other people. True love will stay. My talk is empty talk. I cannot give any solution or anything. Children, when they are young, they give us trouble, and that is just fact, and such is life, and we cannot escape it, because they have their priority, they have their life. I think very, 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 very important is to respect, is to listen to them, and do not enforce our value to them. For example, about study and work hard. Now I start to have more and more open idea, open-minded. I have a more lighted opinion or idea about their future. I do my best. We do our best as parents, and how much we can achieve, how much they listen to us, is beyond us. It's not us. We cannot decide. It is their life. They decide to be a good person, they are a good person. Sometimes they do not decide to be a bad person, but they end up not such a admirable person. That's part of life. Not every child come out to be heroes, superheroes, and the most admirable. That is just a fact. If your child is a hero, there is a chance that another person's child will not be as good. And if we see the detail, we are too much hooked into detail. We cannot see the whole picture. The truth is that the whole picture is there are good, there are bad, there are successful, there are not so successful. And sometimes we can influence, we can force, we can let them do this and that. Sometimes we cannot. They have their own life. They have their own spirit. And actually, after after many years, you see, you kind of know that this child will be whatever kind. Do I make any sense? I think only grandparents or people who has experienced so much, so many years can think about it this way and can talk about it this way. You do not have what they want to be, what they are, is beyond you. You can give a seed. Here is a seed. You can give a seed, but eventually they grow up into a fruitful big tree or small tree. It's all fate. The important thing is to understand, is to respect. I sorrowfully believe in respect. Whatever age, they deserve respect. And once you respect children, they may not be better at the current time, but they are more, they have a better environment, living environment. They have a better mental state. They are better in processing thoughts, processing or more independent thinking. I have seen children that just so good, so kind, and the parents are just wonderful parents, but parents are too overpowering, and take too much control of the children. Have to be in the party with adult, not in the party as a party sense, is that when there is a gathering, you have to behave well, and you have to do adult game, not adult game. You have to play card game, board card game, and not play games and things. And at a young age, I see they are just so nice little angels. But as they grow up, we start to see something missing. Some of the independence of, no, I'm not talking about all of the children. I just talk about a couple of, or some children which I already know, I see with my eyes. Some of them become so lamb with their parents because they do not want to confrontate and do not go against their parents and following the parents' idea. And the parents' idea may not be age appropriate for the children, right? And we always see those over-loving parents. And if the child is going to middle school, high school, I always think the best humiliation is when you go to a field trip, before the bus close the door, you go to hand in a lunch bag or something. I know it's love, but this love, there is an age appropriation. For some age, this is good. If elementary school or kindergarten, and your children will hug you, kiss you, and that's good. But if you've grown up, this is just You just let others laugh at. Anyway, I may be too I may be too of my style, and so they want to do something, give them the time. They want to play game, maybe they become a esports Olympian, and they have their opinion. Let them have their opinion. Of course, I am not saying that you do not discipline, we do not discipline, and I am not good at it, so I will not talk too much about it. I will only talk about the respect part, because I do respect every child. And students, the other day I mentioned that my students are not behaving well in my class. I got some people criticizing me and saying something like, you cannot allow children to be like this. I understand, but sometimes I do let students to vent out their problems, vent out their feeling. You know, feeling, if you do not let it to have an outlet, an exit, it will be inside, and it will be very dangerous, and it will become a problem as it keeps on accumulating a negative energy. So let the students to be happy, and to have let children be children. If they are not, they are not. Education, there is only this much we can do about education. Do I make any sense? You cannot force someone to become something they do not, they are not. And maybe Steve Jobs was a rebellious person, and when he was in high school, something he just not the best to, not the kindest to the teacher, but it's a particular person's way. I am not saying he's good, he's bad, but he's always he himself. And a lot of people end up achieving big things. Oh gosh, where I am going to, I feel I just get into the moral dilemma, and just be a kind person, be the right person, and be a person with heart, with soul. I think that is very, very important. That might be more important than what particular job. And also, of course, it is good to study hard, to have a good job, but the pizza delivery end up owning a pizza chain, become the world's biggest pizza chain, and a lot of people doing something that they are good at. What I want to say is that everything can have a future. It does not have to be a computer job. It does not have to be a doctor's job. It does not have to be an engineer's job. Everyone has his own way of life, everyone has his own way of life. In Chinese, we have a saying, 天生我材必有用. Oh, this looks very much like Napoleon Dynamite. There was one scene in Napoleon Dynamite. There was one guy playing Napoleon, I think, playing the ball, basketball or something. And everyone has his way of life. If you are a very controlled person, open up a little bit will help. If you are a very open-minded person, open control, freestyle, free roaming, freestyle person, a little bit of structure will help. It's all in the balance. I do not know what I am doing. I do not know how I am doing. I do not know if I achieve or not. Young children always have trouble, always. A young children does not have trouble. It's not a worth living. I don't know. I know there are some parents have just a very Angelican or children like angel, my children. And a lot of the children I see, they are just normal children. It's just right now with the social media and with all these things, it becomes very hard to make mistake. And when we were young, we do make mistake, right? We do silly things. We do a lot of funny things and mischievous things. It's part of growing up. It's part of trying the boundary. It's part of learning things. And yeah, that's about what I am thinking. And just to remember from time to time, get out of the enclosed place, get sunshine, and nobody can function well if they are depressed, if they are oppressed, if they are bandaged, if they are controlled. How about give a chance for them to be free, to be happy? And I have seen children do not eat the most healthy food, eat junk food. It's not the end of the world. Maybe because their taste has not yet developed enough. And we as a parent to fight the multi-million-dollar, multi-billion, multi-trillion-dollar food industry, we may not be so successful. And they have engineers, taste specialists, and there are the people who spend their life testing what to trick children to eat something, particular things, the marketing campaign, the taste campaign. I do not think I have the power to control it. So sometimes I can take care of what I can take care of, and something beyond me, it is beyond me. I just cannot control, and just hope one day they will grow up into healthy eating, have good nutrition, good body. And also, when children are young, a lot of things they do not understand. And give them some time, maybe they have chance to understand. For example, teenager, they do not do sports. There is one part of teenager just play around all the time. There is the other half of teenager just do nothing. and eventually when they go to work and they start to see what is good for their body, what their body feels good, they start to do exercise, to do other things, and do as much as you can, and do not force too much. This is what I see, what I think. How much we can be successful, we do not know. We do not know. We do not know. Sometimes I think about those serial killers' parents. Maybe they are just ordinary people, and for some of them, their whole life they could not understand why the child is, why their children becomes such. Do I make any sense? What I am trying to say, we do not know who our children will end up to be. We do our best to give them the right nutrition, right spiritual nutrition, and health nutrition, and everything, and that little seed eventually becomes what is beyond what we can understand, beyond what we can comprehend. And it's beyond us. It's beyond us. Do the right thing. This is such a waste of your time. I am so sorry, because I do not understand a lot of things. But I know I respect my students, my children. I respect them. I do my best to be fair, to be fair, to be right, and to help them if I am needed. But now they do math, they do a lot of things beyond my ability. Of course, they grown up, they become better than us, and let future decide. Yeah. Oh, do I help you anything? Sorry for your time. I'm very sorry for your time. At least you can understand this is a struggle not only for yourself, by yourself. It's a struggle by everyone, anybody, everyone. And we all do not know. We all have no idea what will be the future, what the future will hold for us, for our children. We do not know. We just do not know. We just do our best, and that is it. Thank you very, very, very much. I love you. I really do. Do. Bye bye, friends. That is so good. I love you. I really do. Do. Bye bye, friends. If I do what I need to do, and then I am at peace with whatever outcome.